Hello, YouTubers. We have a very important mission tonight. I will explain it very shortly. The first thing we have to do is get this thing running.
BBC Radio 1, I'm PHF.
Hang on here now. Turn off our radio. We don't have much snow, but we're supposed to get rain and then more snow again. So rather than beat it down and have it all turn to ice, we're going to take care of it tonight. And that way you fine folks get to see some nighttime footage. I'm pumping up my air seat here, folks. Okay, that's better. Let's bring up the snow blower. And I think we're ready to go. Yeah, we're ready to go. So let's fly. So anyway, a lot of people don't know this, especially the children. But Specialty Repairs in Bay Roberts is a repair facility for Santa and his sled. So if Santa runs into a problem, he knows that he can rely on us to get a sled fixed. Last year he ran into a little bit of trouble and he landed here, but there was a little bit of ice in the driveway and Rudolph slipped. So he asked us this year if there was any snow in the driveway, if we could please plow it, because Rudolph and his reindeer is really made for flying. They don't have their boots on for walking. So what happens is when they land here, Kathy usually takes them down to the back and feeds them while we're working on the sled. So that's why it's imperative that we make sure that the driveway and everything is all clean and clear. And just in case he needs some help. So if any children are watching this, they can tell their friends that they know where Santa gets a sled fixed. Anyway, I didn't think there was this much snow down, but there's actually a little bit, so it's worth plowing it. And I really thought that maybe somebody would like to see a nighttime view of our plowing. Won't take too long. I'm not going to do down in the back, I'm just going to do the immediate front area. So we're kind of shut down now for Christmas as of today. We had a lot of people dropping in and saying hello and dropping off cards, and even had one place drop off gifts to us, and it was really nice. So Max, thanks for that. I know Max watches. Max is one of the guys with Napa. Fine fella. And yeah, Max and us have some great conversation here at times. Fine fella to talk to. So one advantage to have your tractor in the shop is you don't need much warm-up time. Hey, little pumps, guys. Bit of snow on them. I don't know why, but it kind of got a Christmassy feeling to it. I'm just going to pick up the pace a little bit with this one, because if I go too slow, the next thing, Kathy is going to be out with her shovel, and she's going to want to be helping. And I specifically told her, stay in and relax. But Kathy is a hands-on type of gal, and she wants to kind of be involved. If there's work, she wants to be involved in it, so, which is great. Very compatible for me. We've been getting a lot of comments. I think I just spent 2 hours replying to comments, and of course, with our theft of our videos this week, or not exactly the theft of them, but the copying of them and putting them on somebody else's channel, we've thanks to a YouTube viewer, he basically told us what we can do to eliminate that problem. So we've taken some security measures this time to try to avoid the issue. So hopefully it'll work. Okay, gotta reach back and close that door. There you go. Closing. There now. It's not closing. Now it's closing. Okay. Yeah, I like to keep it. I like to keep it plowed if I can. And it was a good opportunity to do a nighttime video for you guys. So we've had a lot of people text or email us and thank us for the videos, and we really appreciate that. We also appreciate the fact that you watch. And we've had some people calling, which was nice as well. It means a lot to us because it gives us the energy to continue on. Now, I hope you got a good view. I had to move the camera a little bit because I think the last time my microphone was hitting the microphone right behind it. There's two microphones. There's a PA system in it, in the tractor, and it got a microphone on it. And why does it have a PA system in it? Well, I don't know what's going on with my GoPro. My GoPro keeps beeping and cutting out, so I'll try it again. Yeah, we got a PA system in it because we had the tractor actually leased out for a couple of weeks there a few years ago. And the job that it was on and the job that it was doing, which I won't reveal, required that it had a PA system in it. So we put a PA system in it. Well, it's a PA system, it's a Welland system. It's got the siren and whatnot. Soaking wet, but it's snowman material. And no, kids, I'm not getting out and making snowman. I'll Oh, that would be fun if I had somebody to help me. But it's supposed to snow, or supposed to rain, I think, tomorrow here. Other parts of the island, it's supposed to be a lot of snow. And, but here it's supposed to rain. And then I think Christmas Day, I think it's supposed to, I don't know, snow again. But on the other side of the island, from Central on, it's supposed to snow. And not turn to rain. We get a lot of rain here in the winter. Pretty icy underneath this because this morning I actually had to put salt on the driveway. It was all ice. My biggest worry this time of the year is if Santa has trouble with a sled, I'll have to try to make up parts, because although his sled is really old, it's got a lot of modern technology in it. So he has special ways that he wants it welded. But he's pretty good. He helps me. He's a pretty good welder himself. Sorry if it's rough for you folks. Just hold on. We're just kind of roughing this one in. Because I don't know when it's going to change over to rain, so I don't want it to turn over to rain, change over to rain, and then rain probably for a half an hour, and then turn cold. And then you know what you got on your hands. You got a big mess. There's a meter down here. A lot of people ask me what the meter is there with the numbers on it. It might look like they're flashing in on your video, but they're not. That is a digital inclinometer. I get every time I do a tractor video, I get a number of questions. What is that thing that beeps? And what is that thing that flashes numbers? And basically what it is, it's a meter to let you know when the tractor is getting to the tipping point where it could tip over. And it's adjustable. So what you do is you set it up where you know basically the no return point when the tractor tips over. And just before that point, you can set it up where it'll give off an audible beep just to let you know. Now folks, I'm going to be honest with you. I personally think that anything in an inclinometer, this is a digital one, well most of them got a little bubble in it, just like a level, a carpenter's level. And I find it quite amusing that you would even buy the likes of it, because who is going to be operating their tractor while watching a bubble in a vial? Now, I don't know about most fellas, but me personally, no trouble to know when I'm about to tip over. Because I'm going to tell you, I'm going to make an awful mess of my pants if I go to tip this thing over. That's warning enough for me, but anyway, well, Kathy bought me that inclinometer. Somebody said you couldn't get them, so she got on the internet. She found some company in Alberta that had the last one left. Anyway, we bought it, we put it in the tractor. If nothing else, it's a great conversation piece, but folks, don't rely on any gimmicks like that to keep you safe. What's going to keep you safe is your gut. You're going to know when you're about to tip over in a tractor. And basically, you should never put yourself in a situation where you're wondering if you're going to tip over a tractor. If there's any doubt in your mind whatsoever, get out of it. Don't put yourself in that position. Because a lot of people don't survive tip overs. And if you're in a tractor and you're in a situation where it's a bit hilly, have your ROPS in the upright position at all times and have your seatbelt on. Never, ever, ever jump clear when it's tipping over. Because believe it or not, most fatalities in heavy equipment, when people die, is because they jump clear of the machine. Somebody was asking me how I angle the blade. Well, right here, I don't know if you can see it, right here on the FDL, there's buttons on the side, and that's how I angle it. Another person asked me how I put it in forward and reverse. You don't see my hands leaving the steering wheel. Well, and it's not really a silly question because most equipment has a lever up here on the left hand side, like where your signal light lever would be, and that would be your forward and reverse. There'd also be a selector on it where it says 1, 2, and 3, and where your shifts are to on that same lever. So it's not a silly question. So anybody who operates real heavy equipment will find this thing a bit odd. The fact that you have to put your heel on a pedal to move backwards. So, figured I'd just let you know about that. Okay, folks, that's all I'm going to do with this. Santa and his reindeer can show up tonight if they want. We'll be able to get them in the garage. I remember last year Rudolph was in the shop and he came in and he ate part of my shop coat. He was chewing on it and I didn't pay any attention to him. So when Kathy took the shop coat to wash it out, it was all full of fur, there was holes in it. But that's alright. Santa will probably bring me a new shop coat this year. Plus I got another one that I burnt up this week, so. And there it is. That's our little story time, just in case there's any little children out there that's watching our videos. Now you know where Santa gets a sled fixed. So folks, with that, I bid you all a good night. Have a very Merry Christmas. And we'll see you in the next video. So you guys take care, and may God bless.